just your initial thoughts being here. You've already played the team once, certainly in St. Louis. How do you think you'll be greeted by the fans here at Coors Field?
Well, I'm excited to be back. Denver is kind of like a second home for me, just from being out here for so long. But I'm not really sure. I hope it's a warm welcome. I think the fans will appreciate what I did. Obviously you're going to get some that are going to be a little upset about how it all turned out, but I feel like the 8 years I gave here were pretty special, and I think they'll appreciate it, and I hope they do. But I guess we'll find out.
Thank you, Nolan.
Owen Perkins?
Yeah, hey, Nolan. Have you heard, gotten feedback from fans already from Colorado throughout the season? What kind of stuff have you heard from fans?
Just like basic, they miss me, and they'll always be cheering for me, stuff like that. Stuff that obviously I really appreciate to hear, and I love seeing people with my, still wearing my Rockies jersey. They haven't got rid of it yet, so it's still pretty cool to hear that and see that. So it makes me feel definitely very good. I know my family loves it too, so it's been nice.
Is your family out here this weekend?
Yeah, got a lot of family out here. All the Arenados are in town.
Yeah. And what's it been like for you so far, coming to the visiting dugout? You haven't been out on the field yet, I guess, but getting ready to do that from the other side this time.
It's a little weird, especially walking in the hallways and then making a quick left turn instead of keep going down to the home side. That part was weird, but it was good to see some of the security guards and the workers here at the gate letting us in and stuff like that. Just good people that I've known for a very long time. And but it's definitely weird. It'll be weird when I step on the field for BP and stuff like that, being in the second group or hitting after the home team. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to get the game going.
And one last question for me. You've got a long All-Star game history. Is it especially exciting this year, the prospect of playing an All-Star game at Coors Field, or is that something meaningful to you?
Yeah, well, hopefully I make it. I feel like I'm doing a good job. I would like to finish the first half a little bit better, but it would be amazing to come back here for the All-Star game and spend some time here again. We got 4 days here now, but it'd be really nice to come back again because, I love Denver, so it'll be really good.
Great, thank you.
Derek Gould, St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
No, I wondered, did you walk to the ballpark as many times you've been here? Did you take in the walk from the team hotel to the ballpark today?
No, I took the bus. I've walked to the field here many times before.
That's what I figured. I wondered if you retraced old steps to get there, or if there's any sense of nostalgia as you do that.
Yeah, no, a little different route from the hotel from where I live. So, obviously, just I know downtown very well, and very comfortable being down here.
How do you feel your swing is and your playing as you arrive here? I know we talked in Atlanta about what you were kind of searching for, and then you had the strong kind of games at the homestand. How do you feel coming into this year?
I feel good. I hit the ball hard, driving the ball, driving in some runs. Just trying to find that consistency. I feel like I haven't been as consistent as I would like, but I'm still feel like I'm playing my part, playing a good third base, and doing my job, hitting some few homers and then driving runs in. That's what I'm here to do, is driving runs, and I like to do it at a better clip, but for right now I feel like I'm doing all right. So I definitely know there's room to get better. I hate keep saying that because I feel like I've been saying that a few times, but it's the truth, and that's what I feel. I don't want to be content with what I'm doing.
Last thing I want to ask you, one of the things you've been pretty clear with us about, even going back to spring training, was about how familiarity comes with time, and each passing game or each passing week you become more familiar. Now that you are back at a place you called home for so long, how familiar does the Cardinals feel? I mean, that hat as you're walking out on that field.
Well, it feels good. Obviously flying into Denver and going straight to the hotel felt a little foreign, I guess, in a way. I'm so used to getting in my car and going home to my place down here in downtown, and so all that stuff just felt, a little different. But obviously, just being here, the weather, seeing some of the people that I know that work here, all of that felt like it did in the past. And I don't know, my last glimpse of Coors is with no fans, so it was kind of not the most fun time in 2020. So it'll be a lot better to see a lot of fans. I think those will bring back the good memories of, 2013 to 2019.
Thank you, Nolan.
Yeah.
Michael Kelly, Associated Press.
Hi, Nolan. How you doing? I know it's halfway through the season, but will there be a little bit of nerves, coming into just, beginning of the game and then you settle in, or is that just past you now?
I think there'll be a little bit of nerves, walking to the plate. But at the same time, I feel, I don't know, it'll probably go away pretty quickly just because we have a ball game we're trying to win. And, the Rockies have been playing really good at home. And, that I feel like they make it tough on teams when they come here, so we got to find a way to win. I think that's the bigger picture. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a little nerve-wracking walking to the plate, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's 4 games here, so it should feel pretty normal by the end of the series.
Thanks, Nolan.
Patrick Saunders.
Hi, Nolan. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. From what I understand, or what I've been told, the Rockies are going to do some sort of little thing on the video board about your career in Colorado. What are your feelings about that? Do you think that's pretty cool for them to do it?
Yeah. I don't know too much about that, but that's really cool. They're going to do that. Obviously, there'll probably be a little bit of emotion when I see some of those things and bring up the past, but it'd be very nice of them. I really appreciate what this organization did for me and my family, and obviously I'm very happy that I got to play here. I love Denver. I love coming back, so I'm excited to see it. Probably a little nervous to see all that stuff, but it'll be good.
To take it from another point of view, here in town, there's been a little bit of a debate on talk radio and the newspapers, etc., about how the fan reaction is going to be to you. I imagine most of it's going to be very positive, but there will likely be a few boos. Do you understand those fans who hold a grudge against how you left?
I guess no. I guess I get it. I left, so they're not too happy with how it all kind of came down. But I think the things I did here were pretty special, and obviously if you get a few views, that's okay. I understand I'm not going to get applauded by everyone. I'm not too worried about that. But I guess, like I said, I feel like the 8 years I was here, I did a lot of great things. And, if they appreciate it, that's great. If not, it's all good. Still got love for all of them, and I appreciate everything that's happened here.
And one more for me, Nolan. As a whole, when you look back in your time as a Rocky, I'm not talking about an individual game or anything. What is the thing you're most proud about during your tenure for the Colorado Rockies?
Well, I feel like I showed up every day, and I gave them everything I could. I really feel like I could look at that and look at my past and have really no regrets when it comes to what I did here and how I performed. I feel like I did some great things. The fans that they were excited about. But I think that's about it. And then the relationships I built with a lot of the people here that I'll cherish, for the rest of my life. And I feel like the one thing I was always focusing on is making sure I treat everyone the same, regardless of their stature. When it comes to the clubbies, the security guards, everyone, make sure I treat all of them good because they're all trying to take care of me. And I've always appreciated that. So I just wanted to make sure that I did that for them, and remember me on the good things that I did for them.
Great. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Sean Keeler.
Hey, Nolan, just to piggyback off what Patrick was asking about a little bit, you know the town and you know the personalities, media or otherwise, in this town, for better or worse, better than anybody. Do you take it as a compliment if some of them throw you in the Carmelo and Anthony pool of superstars that people feel emotional about leaving and not being here? I'm sure you heard about that, how that went down. And if they compare you to that, is that fair?
I mean, I don't know, I think that's something they can debate. Like I said, I know that not everyone's going to be all lovey-dovey, and I understand that, and that's okay. I would hope that the people that aren't huge fans of me anymore can look back at some of the great things that went down when I was here, because that's all I try to do is do great things for the city and that was my main focus. So if they could, hopefully they could look at that. If not, that's all right. The boos are part of it. I know they're going to come a little bit, and just got to roll with it. I mean, this isn't the only place I'll get booed, so I'm not too worried about that part. But it's going to be a lot of fun regardless.
Thanks, Nolan.
Patrick Saunders, do you have another question? All right, Nick Groke, The Athletic.
Yeah, hey, Nolan, what is it like playing against Josh? And are you calling him Josh or Josh?
Josh, calling him Josh, and it's been cool. You know, like I said, we have a lot of family out here right now. A lot on his side, a lot on my side. So we're all splitting the tickets between everyone, and it's gonna be cool. I don't think he's in the lineup today, but hopefully he gets in later or something, or we get to play against him. You know, a few games down the road, we get to start. But yeah, I mean, obviously playing against him in St. Louis was fun, and I know it's gonna be a lot of fun here.
The reason I ask is a lot of times in the past you refer to other players on the team as your brothers. You know, especially Trevor and Charlie at times too. Do you still feel that kind of brotherhood with them?
Yeah, for sure. You know, definitely I met up with Story, had dinner with him last night. You know, we're just talking, reminiscing about things, and talking about how the season's going. It was just great to see him and the family, and but you know, yeah. I mean, it's just weird because we're trying to beat them, so you know there won't be a whole lot of hugging and all that. I'm trying to win a ball game, and they're not really that same personality either. They're not the most, and Charlie's not a huggable person really. If you think about it, he's kind of intense too. So, we're trying to win a ball game. They are too. I got the handshakes out of the way with Story last night, and then today it's about business, and he knows that too because I know he's focusing on trying to beat us. So it'll be good.
And then one more, just I don't know if you can remember when Tulo came back, he got a good reception. Although I don't know, in my memory, it was like a little bit muted. Can you remember that? Do you think that the fans treated him well, and would you expect any different?
Yeah, I think so. I remember that when he came back, I think he got a pretty good standing O, a well-deserved one. But yeah, I think they treated him well. I think Tulo did some great things here. Obviously, he had some injuries, but what Tulo did here was special. And I think the fans appreciated that, and I hope they continue to appreciate him.
I'm sorry, just one more. So, I mean, I guess what I'm asking is, do you think fans appreciate the effort here?
For Tulo or for me?
In general.
I think so. I think they do. I think the hardest thing about when you play here is that, fans want winning teams. They want to win. They want a winner. So when you're losing, it's hard to really appreciate things. So I understand that completely because I was a part of this. But, I think they appreciate individual performance. I know they understand that I made my, career here. And I think, like I said, I called Denver second home. And I hope, I was bringing joy to them just like Tulo was.
Thanks.
Katie Wu, The Athletic, did you have a question?
I can hit it later. It's not really pertinent to the theme of this conference, so I could do it another time.
Okay, back to Troy. Troy, you're muted.
Yeah, Nolan, do you think history would have been any different if Brodic's been canned or left earlier? Now that he's gone, does that change anything, would that have changed anything?
I don't know. It's hard to really look back at that because I don't know what the plan would have been regardless if I was still here. If he was GM or if Bill Schmidt was GM, I don't know what the plan would have been regardless. So they could have easily wanted to trade me still, or I would have stayed. I don't know how it would have really turned out, but that's a tough question. I really have no idea.
And has it felt different when now you're not playing out of altitude? Do you notice the difference that visiting players probably talk to you about? What is it like not playing your home games at altitude?
It's been a big difference. As far as like adjusting to break and curveballs and all that stuff, it hasn't been that drastic. With that said, St. Louis gets pretty hot and humid, so it's a lot more humid than Colorado, so it gets a little hot, but it's been really great. For sure, there's no the soreness doesn't last as long. Waking up a little more energy. I kind of notice those little things. Sometimes when you wake up here, you can be a little sluggish from coming from a road trip or something. I haven't really felt that so much in St. Louis.
Thank you, Nolan.
Okay, we'll end with Thomas Harding.
Yes, Nolan. I may have missed this a little bit earlier, but what time did you get here today? Did you kind of want to get here early to get some of the old emotions out of the way?
I took the 1:30 bus, and I just wanted to get here early, get some work in, get on the field, move around a little bit, and I guess try to get a little comfortable again, being on the side, and obviously our visiting clubby used to be our head clubby on the home side, so it's good to see AB. So a little comfortable there, but I think I just got here a little early just to get some work in, like I always do, just was excited to come to the field, I guess.
I think when you were walking off the field, I heard somebody yell down to you from upstairs. Is that kind of cool that you can come here as the enemy, so to speak, but still be liked?
It's cool. Like I said, I think that was Spilly also. So Spilly's my boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I said, I think the true baseball fans out here understand what I did. And I had a lot of fun doing it, and I think they appreciate that because I've worked really hard to try to do those things for them and for the Rockies.
As you mentioned earlier, you had dinner with Story. In a way, though, with all the emotion that comes with this, would you like for something to happen on the field where it gets just really competitive and all that stuff goes away? I mean, to use your word against the Cubs a few years ago, I think spicy. Would you like the series to be spicy?
I don't know. I just hope we win, and I've been a part of some crazy games here, so I know you can't take these games lightly. They can get a little out of whack. Anytime there's a series in Colorado, it's going to be a little intense, and the score can change real quick, and that's just kind of how it goes here. But I hope the score is in our favor.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Nolan. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, last one for Nolan, inside the Rockies, and we'll let him go.
Hey, Nolan, just a couple of things. One, have you run into any fans here that have approached you since you got back, coming to the ballpark or anything?
No, not yet. I haven't seen a whole lot of them. I'll probably see them at BP because they obviously can come for BP, but I haven't interacted with a whole lot of them. I don't think anybody recognized me at dinner last night, so it was good.
And did you ever think that if fans boo you, it might be out of frustration, not out of disliking you, but just you're the enemy now, or they miss you? That it could be more of a positive than a negative?
Yeah, boos are part of the game. I am on the road team now, and I am the enemy, so I understand that those are going to come regardless. It could be because I'm on the other team or because of how it all ended, whatever it is. It is what it is, I guess.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
All right.